Safe crossings. It can be difficult and scary to cross the street. How can you get your turn to cross the street? The first thing you need to know is that the safest place to cross is in a crosswalk. Never run out into the street from between parked cars. It's just too hard for drivers to see you. Second thing you need to know is that the Wisconsin law says once a person who is walking puts one foot into the crosswalk, drivers are supposed to stop and let the walker cross the street. It's your job to tell drivers what you want to do. If both of your feet are still up on the curb, you're telling drivers you're not ready to cross the street. 1 foot in the crosswalk says, I want to cross the street. Both feet on the curb says, I'm not ready to cross the street. No one should start crossing the street without checking for traffic first. You can't just step off the curb and expect drivers to see you and stop in time. In a crash between a car and a kid, the kid always loses. When you want to cross the street while both feet are still up on the curb, look both ways to check traffic. It's smart to wait for a long space between cars so you can cross without traffic near you. Put 1 foot into the crosswalk so drivers who see you know you want to cross. Keep looking both ways and wait for cars to stop for you. Once cars on both sides have stopped, walk quickly across the crosswalk. Keep paying attention to traffic. This is no time to be playing around. But just because drivers are supposed to stop for you when you step into a crosswalk doesn't mean they will stop for you. Lots of drivers might not see you if they are busy looking for other cars in traffic, or if they're talking to other people in the car, or if they're changing the radio station, or talking on their cell phones. How can you get drivers to see that you have put a foot in the crosswalk and want to cross the street? One way kids who are ready to cross the street can help drivers see them is to use a safety flag. Here's how safety flags work. At crosswalks around your school, there are white tubes that hold orange flags. When you are ready to cross the street at one of these crosswalks and you need to get drivers' attention, you can wave a flag. Start waving the flag while you are looking both ways to check traffic, with both of your feet still on the curb. When it is time to put 1 foot in the crosswalk, keep waving the flag as you look both ways for traffic. Make sure cars on both sides have stopped. Don't start walking across the street until you know all of the drivers have seen you and stopped in their cars. Walk quickly across the crosswalk. Keep waving the flag and looking both ways. When you get to the other side, put the flag into the tube. Safety flags are not magic. Sometimes drivers will not stop for you, even if you are waving a flag and have one foot in the crosswalk. And watch out for the cars that come through the crosswalk even after you start walking across. Sometimes drivers just aren't paying attention. Safety flags are not toys. They are tools to help people safely get across the street. Never play with safety flags. Always make sure you put the flag you use into the white tube after you have crossed the street. Now that you know how to use safety flags to safely cross the crosswalks at your school, how can you use other crosswalks around town that don't have safety flags? And what if you are on one side of a crosswalk at school, but all the flags are on the other side? That's no problem. Just use the safe crossing rules for any crosswalk. When you want to cross the street while both feet are still up on the curb, look both ways to check traffic. Wait for a long space between cars so you can cross without traffic near you. Put one foot into the crosswalk so drivers who see you know you want to cross. Keep looking both ways. Wait for cars to stop for you. Once cars on both sides have stopped, walk quickly across the crosswalk. Keep paying attention to traffic the whole time you are crossing. Safe crossings don't happen by accident. If you keep thinking and paying attention to traffic, the whole time you are crossing streets, all your crossings can be safe crossings.